a good breakfast start is granola. For now, we will use 1 kilogram of oats. It is 8 cups, so you can put 8 cups of oats, rolled oats I'm using, in your container. Then we will add to it 1 cup of coconut, 1 cup of sunflower seeds. Today we will also be using 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds, and we will put in 1.5 teaspoon of salt. I'm using Himalayan salt. It has just got more natural minerals. So in the blender, I'm going to add the liquid ingredients that will be liquidized together. It is 1.5 cup of dates. And I usually take the dates and just cut them through to make sure there's no pips in there. I'm going to add 1 cup of boiling water and 2 bananas. To this mixture, I will add 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. I'm using the natural vanilla. If you don't like vanilla, you can actually replace it by putting a whole orange in there, so that's optional if you don't want to use the vanilla, and just blend it all together. So when it's all blended and you have a nice pulp, you will just add it to the mixture. You need to make sure you've got all the goodness in there. Okay, because this was hot boiling water, I'm first using a spoon just to get it mixed in. So now you just take your hand and mix it well. Make sure that all the oats and coconut is covered with the date mixture. The great thing about this mixture is you've got your carbohydrates in the oats. Most people that are allergic or gluten intolerant can use oats. We've got our seeds for our migas, and then afterwards we will add 1 cup of raisins and 1 cup of nuts. If you don't like raisins or nuts, you can leave it out. You can add other dried fruit, you can cut them in smaller pieces. Just make sure that every day you have your whole, the whole array of colors. So if you want to add your fruit salad to your granola with some nut milk, soy milk, oat milk, what kind of milk ever you want, it will be great. A balanced meal all on its own. Remember that breakfast should be your most important meal of the day, and it will be good for you to start with a good nutritious breakfast. So now our mixture is ready to go into the pan. I don't usually spray the pan, I don't press it into the pan, and it doesn't usually stick. If you don't have a pan that's flat like this, if you have a deeper pan, it will take a bit longer in the oven. It is very important that you put this in the oven at 130 degrees. If you put it too high, it will burn before it's dry. We need to dextrinize the oats and not burn it. So just make sure it's nicely spread out, and then we will put it in the oven at 130 degrees for half an hour intervals, at least 3. Sometimes, depending on the oven, if it's a thermofan or a gas oven, it might differ. I'm going to do this at 130 degrees, 3 intervals of half an hour. Our half an hour is now passed, so we're going to get it out of the oven and give it a mix. I usually come from the outside, work it in. You can just lift it through a bit. 1.5 hours is done, and we're going to take the granola out of the oven now. When you put your hand to it, you will see that it's crunchy and dry, and that is the consistency you want before you can put it in a container. We will now just wait for about 15 minutes. Then we will add the nuts and the raisins and then put it in our airtight container and enjoy it with your family. So our granola is now ready to get the nuts and the raisins. I always just spread it out. It helps to mix quicker. And if you want to add your dried fruit, you can go ahead and put it in now. You can hear that sound. It's nice and crunchy, but you won't break your teeth. Enjoy!